Hello friends, welcome to another segment of reading. In this segment, we are going to talk about fluency instruction. All of us read to understand, and in order to understand as and when we read, we ought to be fluent. A fluent reader is a person who reads at a reasonable speed and accurately. A fluent reader is a person who can recognize the words automatically without any struggle, which means he is going to read effortlessly. A child with specific learning difficulty has difficulty in recognizing the words, reading the words and understanding these words in context. A child with specific learning difficulty needs help to read words and also to understand. In order to read words, he has to put in more effort to decode them. Hence, he is not able to put in the required effort to understand the words that has been decoded by him. So far, we have seen how to establish a foundation of sounds through phonemic awareness and an association between the phoneme and the grapheme through phonics instruction. Now, let us go ahead and see how to help this child to become a fluent reader. In order to help the child read fluently, we will first look into how we can help the child decode and read words and this progress into reading sentences fluently and accurately. Words, as you can see, are grouped into decodable words and sight words. We will first take a look into the decodable words. What are these decodable words? These are words which follow the rules of phonics. They are spelt as they sound. Now, let us take the letters A and G. The sound of A is A and the sound of G is G. A, G, ag. This forms a decoding unit. Decoding units are units which has a vowel, maybe one or two consonants which put together form a unit. Now, in this case, ag is a unit. When I take ag, if I can add consonants in front of ag. For example, I am going to take B as my consonant and the sound of B is B, B. Ag, bag. If I take T, it becomes T, ag, tag, L, ag, lag. Now, in this case, T, ag, tag T is my onset and ag is my rhyme. Onset, rhyme. Ag, tag. This way, if I am going to take another vowel O, the sound of O here is O, O, G, og. I am getting another unit, og. In front of og, if I am going to add the sound of H, say og, hog. I am getting another word. Here my H is my onset and og is my rhyme. Word family is a group of words falling into a same spelling pattern. We are right now looking at the word families on the screen. We have the at family, et family, it family, ought and the ut families. Under at, we have words like bat, cat, sat, mat, rat. Under et, we can have words like bet, let, set. Same way under it, we have bit, lit, sit, fit. Under ought, caught, lot, rot. And under ut, we have but, cut, nut, rut. Now, let us take the word tennis. On looking at the word, the child struggles to decode if he is going to read it as tennis. Instead, if he is going to decode it as ten, nis, tennis, his understanding and also his reading becomes much faster and simpler. Hence, decoding units enables the child to decode accurately and read faster. In the beginning, when we spoke about fluency, we saw that the words were grouped into sight words and decodable words. So long, we saw how to enable a child to read fluently with decodable words. Now, we will move on to sight words. What are sight words? Sight words are also called as high frequency words. If you see any printed material, 50% of that is made up of sight words, and sight words do not follow any set of phonic rules, and they have to be decoded instantly and read instantly and within 3 seconds. When we are able to read 50% of the given material, we are motivated to read further. Hence, acquisition of sight words is also for a confidence builder in a child. It helps the child to read further. Sight words cannot be associated with pictures, and they have to be understood only in context. They are more often abstract. Children with ESL often find it difficult to understand. ESL stands for English as Second Language. Children with ESL have limited exposure to the English language. This makes it all the more difficult for them to read these words which are abstract in nature. On your screen, you are seeing a passage. The words that are highlighted are all sight words. You can see for yourself that more than 50% of the passage is made up of sight words. In the same way, most of all the passages, other passages that you come across would be made of sight words. Hence, you can appreciate the fact that sight word reading is more important for a child in order to become a fluent reader. You would be able to appreciate the fact that sight word reading is very important for a child in order to become a fluent reader. If the child is going to struggle to read these sight words, if he is going to pause for each and every word that has to be decoded, mental fatigue sets in. As a result, he would give up reading and he would not be able to understand whatever he has read so far. Let us now look at how to teach these sight words to a child. We will take 5 words in flashcards. Now, each card is being shown to the child. The card is kept in such a way that the teacher and the child can see it. As and when the word is being taught to the child, it is being tracked to show the completeness of the word. There, where, with, which, him. At a time, only 5 words are taken. First, the teacher says the word while tracking and the child repeats. Remember, we said these are the words which are abstract and which cannot be represented pictorially. So, in order to make the child understand, we then use it in context to show how the word is being used. Talk to him, walk with him, there, there is a big tree, there, don't go there, there, where are you, where is my bag, where, which dress do you like, which color is your favorite color, which, with, come with me. Go with him to the class with. Now, these cards are again in order to make the child read it at ease and at instantly, they are not shown in the same order, they are shown in a different order, so that the child is able to read that particular word whichever is shown to him. If the child is able to read the word comfortably, we then discuss the meaning of the word, in which context it is being used. We also reinforce the reading of the words through kinesthetic methods or through musical or tactile methods. In this case, the child is being asked to jump on a particular word. Here the child has to recognize the word instantly and then read it aloud without any hesitation. If he has done this, then we get to know that the child has mastered the word and he will be reading it with confidence. Now, Kanna, I will call out a word. Okay? You will look around, see where the word is and you will jump on it. Did you understand my instruction? Shall I go ahead? Let me say about. Where is the word about? Excellent, good job. Thank you. Now, I am going to call out another word. You are just going to look out where the word is and you are going to go and jump on it. Is that clear? Let me say where. Where. The word is where. Good job. We will go in for another word. Okay. Now, look, where is that word which?
Which, that.
Can you go near it and stand on it, please?
Yeah.
Great job. Excellent. Come now. Thank you. Let's look at another way of reinforcement. Here you can see there is a grid on where the sight words are all written. Now, I will be asking my child to first locate. I will call out the words as a teacher. When the teacher calls out the word, the child will have to locate the word and read it aloud, and also has to tell the teacher the place in which the word is being located. For example, if I am going to ask my child to read the word him, he has to locate the word him and say that it is in the second row, 5th column, and read out the word aloud. Furthermore, here we did ask the child to read the word straight away, just gave the word and asked the child to read. Now, another form of reinforcement where the child was being given clues and he has to locate the word. For example, if I am going to ask my child locate a question word in the 3rd column, he will have to look at the 3rd column and locate the word where. This is a question where. So, he will be locating it and he will be reading the word aloud. Maybe as a teacher I can ask him past tense of the word say. He will have to look at the entire grid and locate the word set, and then he will have to read the word said aloud. If he can also be asked where or the location of the word said. It is located at the last row, 4th column. This way the child is made to locate and read the word instantly. This helps in achieving the fluent reading. We can also play various games with sight words. We can make cards out of these sight words and we can distribute it to these children, and as if the child is able to read all the cards, then he wins the game. Or we can have cards in a box and ask the child to pick up cards and then read it. If he reads the cards, then he owns the card. This way various games, card games or other games that can be played with sight words in order to reinforce sight word reading. This grid can be also used as a word wall, wherein Word wall can be permanently hung in a classroom so that the child can see these words visually on an everyday basis and read it fluently. Once the child has mastered to read the words in isolation, we can now train the child to read these same words and phrases and in small sentences. Now, we will see how to read small phrases with the words that we have already saw. With my dog. Which bag. Him, jog with him. Where is the jug? The pig is sitting there. See, from small phrases we did move on to simple sentences. In this segment we saw how to read words in isolation. We then moved on to read words in phrases and also in simple sentences. In the coming segment, we will see other reading methodologies which will improve the fluency of a child.